The Swedish tech tree is a tree that everyone knows and loves. Its tanks are unique, especially the tank destroyers and the medium tanks in the line, because of their hydro-pneumatic suspension. However, today we'll be looking at a line that does not have this suspension, but is a new proposal for the tree and breathes some new life into this tree. This is a light tank line that was created by the Reddit user u/JackAttacker, which starts at tier 6 from the tier 5 medium tank. Anyways, before I get into this video, I am Jordan, also known as Hotshot Raptor, and welcome to the channel. I make a wide amount of content for this channel, from funny moments to World of Tanks to a game I'm making and more. If you enjoy that, be sure to like and subscribe and check out some of my other videos. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Coming in at tier 6 is the Pilen. Back when the Largo was being phased out of development and modified to become the STRV M42, and later in 1946 there were plans to replace these vehicles entirely. 1947 came around when Landsverk designed a new tank for the export market, dubbed Pilen or Arrow. The tank had similar components to the STRV M42, however it was a faster, more lightly armoured tank. There was also plans to mount the Leo's 75mm cannon to this vehicle, which would make for an extra powerful light tank. The tank's armour would sit at around 38mm on the front, 30 on the side, and 18 on the rear of the hull, and the turret would be something around 30mm all around. The tank would have a top speed of 55 km/h, making it decently fast for its tier, but nothing special. While it will have a variety of gun options, it would have the 105mm derp, as well as the Leo's 75mm. It should do something around 150 damage per shot, making it play much like the T21 or the T37 light tanks. One of many proposals for the new IKV project that started in 1964, Landsverk, Boffers and Hagslund submitted proposals for a new IKV. The IKV 90 Type T was one of Boffers' 5 proposals, which were all rejected, along with all of Boffers' proposals in 1966. The tank is basically a turreted version of the IKV 90B, so its hull armour would be similar to the vehicle, sitting at around 15mm on the front, 12 on the sides and 12 on the rear. And it will have a turret as well, which would also be somewhere in that range. The tank would be rather fast as well, with a top speed of 65 km/h, allowing it to compete for speed at its tier, and the tank would play like the German SP1C, but with a longer but slightly lower profile, meaning it would be a sneaky tank compared to others. The tank would have a 90mm gun, which will do something like 179mm of penetration and 200 HP of damage on standard rounds. This would be an interesting tank to play, like I said before, because of its longer hull. It would lead to some interesting playstyles, being sneaky but yet going to be easy to hit with its longer hull. The tank that won the bid of the new IKV NY project in 1966 is the IKV 91, with prototypes in 1969 and the vehicle entering production soon after in 1975, and then finishing only 3 years later in 1978. The IKV 91 was a fully amphibious light tank with excellent terrain passability thanks to its wide tracks and high power to weight ratio. The tank stayed in service up until the early 2000s, when they were phased out in favour of Leopard 2s and other tanks. The tank's armour was very secretive, but I'm thinking it's around 40mm thin. The tank's top speed would be 65 km/h, same as the tank before it. The tank's Boffer's 90mm L54 would have 179mm of penetration and do anywhere between 200 and 250 HP of damage, which is very good for a light tank for its tier. Coming in at tier 9 is the IKV 105. This is a proposal to upgrade the 90mm with 105mm gun from NATO. A prototype was created in 1983, however it didn't pass the prototype stages. It was already outshone by newer vehicles such as the STRV 90 and the Leopard 2. There isn't actually much to say about this tank, apart from the fact it had a 105mm gun, which is very punchy for its tier, and would do for a very good light tank. This 105mm gun in general would have around 360 to 390 alpha damage, which would make for a fantastic gun for its tier, making it play more of a hit and run kind of playstyle, an aggressive scout rather than a passive scout, because you can easily punch through the enemy's armour and deal some decent blows to them, which will make you a very strong opponent. However, the tier 10 is an autoloader, so you could technically give this tank a 105mm or a 90mm auto-loading gun as well. Anyways, coming in at tier 10 is the IKV H1, Hägglund's proposal for the 1964 IKV NY project, a very ambitious vehicle at that. And that's why this vehicle is rewarded as a tier 10 in this proposal. The tank's armour was extremely thin, being around 20mm on the front and 12mm on the side, and around 10mm on the rear, but the tank would be competing for one of the fastest non-wheeled vehicles in the game, sitting at a top speed of 85 km per hour. But where this tank really shines is the fact its 90mm auto reloading gun fires 30 rounds a minute, with a 14 round drum on the 90mm. This could be upgraded to a 4 round drum with a 105mm autoloader. This would create an absolutely broken monster like the Waffenträger E100 was when it was in the game. So the creator of this proposal, Jak Attacker, has proposed to tone it down to around 6 rounds per minute, which keeps the tank's punch but also nerfs it so it's in a nice playable place. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. This proposal was made by the Reddit user u/Jak Attacker, and its links will be in the description below. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. I know it was a short one. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you in the next one, which will be on Friday.